We're sitting here on blue chairs. There's lots of squares. David Shawshik, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited to talk to you about your roles in 3 different projects for Miscellanea, correct?
4.
4 now.
Inheriting Hood.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you have Inheriting Hood, 9 Lives, Ghost Boyfriend,
and Polette.
And Polette too. Oh my gosh. Well, I have to ask. I know you love working on all of them, but do you have a favorite role that stands out?
Definitely Ghost Boyfriend.
Why?
Ghost Boyfriend was so much fun for so many different reasons. I got to play a character who has a British accent. That was kind of a cool thing to work on.
Totally good too.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'm a spirit apparition, not a mental telepathist, but I can tell there's something wrong.
And it was just a lot of fun to shoot a love story. And then for me, I always love when you take kind of like an idea, like something like romance, or if you say like drama or thriller, but then you add something extra to it. So for this film, it was romance, obviously, but then with the added touch of like, but one of them's a ghost. And so how do you traverse that? And so I thought it was such a sweet film, and I had so much fun filming that character. Yeah.
It's one of those films where I can tell that you had fun.
I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad that translated.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And how about your other characters? What drew you to those?
With my character in 9 Lives was a lot of fun because I got to play a caveman, like a Wild West cowboy, kind of a 70s sleazy boyfriend, and then kind of like a kind of narcissistic modern day boyfriend kind of thing. And so I got to play around with the idea, well, if we're talking 9 lives here, it's all the same person. It's just him in different time periods.
What a dream for an actor to be able to do
that. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. And I like to play with the idea that like anytime that my love interest, anytime either she is interested in something or if she has something going on that she needs help with, I'm like immediately disinterested or immediately have the feeling of I have to like redirect her to what I want. And like doing that in different time periods was a lot of fun too.
Totally. The costumes, the sets, all that too.
Being a caveman was so much fun.
What was your favorite part about being a caveman?
Oh, jumping around. Oh, it was so fun. Me and Michelle, we were like crouching on the ground eating. I think we were eating almonds or something like that. And then we like tasted it for the first time. And then we like started bouncing around because we're so excited to be eating these almonds.
So clever.
Great. Yeah.
I love that so much. And in Polette, tell me about your character.
Oh my gosh. Polette was a little tricky because when Katrina and I first talked about it, it was kind of like, you know, talking about the idea that like he's a douchey boyfriend, he's controlling, but he's not like a bad guy. Like he's not like mean to his partner, his love partner or anything like that. He's just kind of his like ideals and worldviews are kind of messed up and not what people consider healthy. And so that was fun because I mean, first of all, it's nothing like me. And so to play a character where I'm trying to like control my partner and also like steer her toward my ideals, even though she clearly wants something else. That was, I mean, it was fun acting wise, but also really cool later on in the film when, you know, my love interest, her character, she finds her voice and she finds that like all this stuff that I want for her is not at all what she wants. And so that last scene that I have with her is really cool because I stick to my guns, my toxic guns, and she finds her voice and she decides that she needs to walk away. And I'm so glad she does because nobody should be with somebody like my character in that film.
What do you mean? Why ever not?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you should have someone calling the shots in your life all the time. Yeah. No.
Well, it seems to come so naturally that, you know, he's very sweet. He's super lovely. Just want to throw that out there.
Promise.
And let's see, Inheriting Hood. You played an officer in Inheriting Hood.
Yes.
Tell me about that experience.
That was so cool. That was only the second time that I got to like do some stunt work. And I got to play like the younger officer in the duo. And so it was fun talking with my scene partner who was like my boss, my superior in the police force, and just establishing the fact that I'm learning the ropes from him. And he's been around for a long time. I'm very eager to do this job right, but I still don't know everything, and he can teach me something. And it was cool because Katrina gave us the freedom to have this little scene where we're like picking on each other, and we got to improvise that together. And so it added just like that little splash of depth to those two police officers instead of like, no, we're cops. We're here to arrest the bad guy, So we got to have like a little bit of depth to our characters.
For a second there, I could have sworn that girl was going to outrun you.
That's really cool. And speaking of Katrina, she's allowing you that freedom. What's it like working with her on all these projects?
I love working with Katrina. I love it. I told Katrina very early on when we first got to work together that anytime she needs me for a project, just to tell me when and where, and I'll be there. Not only do I feel like Katrina and I are pretty much always on the same page with either how a character should be played or like moments, like how moments should go. There's that part of it that I think works really well with us. But also, like you said, I've always felt freedom to play on Katrina's sets. Not just in moments where Katrina asks us to improvise a little bit or to, try it differently, but also just in my choices. Like I feel, essentially I feel very supported that when I make choices that not only will that be honored, but probably fleshed out by Katrina. There's been so many times when I've gotten notes and redirects that go in the direction of what I'm doing rather than, no, that's not working. It's never happened. And I love that.
That's really special and magical. And you need that trust and support so that you can feel like you can actually bring your character to life in a comfortable way and work with your scene partner and everybody else there too.
Absolutely. You kind of get rid of the monkey mind.
Yes.
Where the doubts and all that stuff. I've never had that on set with Katrina. It's always just like
fantastic
artistic flow. And it's so special and it feels so good.
That is a really special thing. It's magical to be on set with her.
Yes.
And there's also a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I would like to know what are some of your favorite fun memories, possibly any bloopers, stories you have on set.
Oh my God. Well, there's many, but
yes.
one of the ones that comes to mind is it was the first take we did in Ghost's Boyfriend where the brother character, I just possessed him. And so now he's kind of like walking around the room, you know which one I'm talking about. And I pride myself on being able to keep my shit together when I'm on set. But I was doing the scene with Nova and we were like in it, totally believing it, committed. And then I look over and this guy's just like sliding down the wall. And I absolutely lost it. Like there wasn't a single thing I could do to keep it together. And I felt so bad. But I mean, the blooper made it into the blooper reel.
Yes,
so I guess that wasn't so bad.
He's just confused about his physiological boundaries. Some residual effects, it'll wear off.
Sorry. That's just too funny. I will get it together during the next take, I swear. I just needed to let that one out. It's too weird. I
swear. And then another time, it was the first film that I ever did with Katrina called Church Camp. I had my final line, which is "You're dead to me," I think. And we were filming. It was very late at night, and my brain was at that point. And so I just straight up forgot to say it. Like my scene partner leaves the scene, and I was supposed to say "You're dead to me." I just straight up forget to say it. And so I'm just like sitting there, and it's just quiet, crickets on set. And then I hear Katrina go, "You're dead to me." I go, "You're dead to me." Oh, shit. I just like totally forgot to say my thing. And she was so nice about it. She didn't get on my case. She's just like, hey, by the way, that's your line.
Thank you. My brain is fried. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, I have to ask. the green suit.
What
suit. Was that experience like?
I mean, it was really fun for me. It was really.
Did you enjoy wearing it? Was it comfortable? Like, how did it feel to have that on?
I mean, it was really fun to do that because anything special effects oriented, I love. But I walking into that set that day, I did not know I was going to be wearing a green suit.
Oh.
And then I saw it and I was like, hell yeah.
It's time.
It's happening. And it was so funny because so Nova and we had to film the same scene twice, basically, like do it without the suit and then do it with the green suit. And so we were just kind of laughing the whole time about the green suit. And then I think she took a picture of me wearing the green suit. I didn't even know she did because I couldn't see anything. My world was just green. I was just,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That must have made it really difficult to move around. You had a very active character. So if you're not able to see, you must have really memorized your surroundings first.
I did. And luckily, the main scene with the green screen suit, it was on the couch. And so I didn't have to move around the room. That was very lucky. And then also just, I mean, huge shout out to my scene partner. With Nova, I very much trusted her. And I very much trusted that, you know, like if I was going to fall off the couch or if something like that was going to happen, like I knew she got me, you know? And so that just speaks very much to how she is as a scene partner too, because I felt very comfortable, even though, like you said, even though I couldn't see.
She's very talented.
Yes.
She makes you feel so at ease when you're working with her.
Yes, absolutely.
And I love that about her. And you are so very talented. You're also a singer. You can play guitar. You're obviously a wonderful actor. What's next for David Shashik?
What's next for David Shashik? I filmed a sci-fi short film that my friend and I wrote and directed.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're in post for that. So
Excellent.
I believe last I heard, everything is done except like the music and some of the sounds in there. So hopefully that'll come out maybe end of this year, early next year.
Look out for that.
Yeah. And then I wrote a sequel to a different short film that I made a couple years ago. And so I'm finishing up the script, and the plan is to shoot it sometime next year. And I've already started reaching out to different actors and stuff like that, seeing if they're interested.
Putting out the feelers.
Yeah, putting out the feelers. Yeah.
Most excellent. Well, I so look forward to seeing your future projects and all the writing that you're doing. And it's very exciting to see you act in so many different characters too.
It's been so much fun.
Thank you for coming, David.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yay, David! He did it!